We all know this face, right? It's the face on the 1 peso coin, the face of the Philippines' national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. But what if I told you the man we think we know is just the tip of the iceberg? Beyond the monuments and the required school readings lies a man of incredible genius, passion, mystery, and even a little bit of luck. Today, we pulling back the curtain to reveal the 5 biggest secrets of Jose Rizal that will completely change how you see him. You're not going to want to miss this. Let's start with his brain. Calling Rizal smart is a massive understatement. The man was a true polymath, a walking encyclopedia. We often hear that he knew many languages, but the actual number is staggering, 22. Let that sink in. He was fluent in Spanish, French, German, and English, and could converse in Italian, Dutch, Japanese, and even Arabic, among others. Imagine traveling the world and being able to speak to almost anyone in their native tongue. That was Rizal's reality. But his genius wasn't just for languages. During his exile in the remote town of Dapitan, a place meant to silence him, his mind flourished. He became a scientist, a naturalist, and an engineer. He discovered several new species of animals, which were later named after him, a flying lizard called Draco rizali, a small beetle known as Apogonia rizali, and a frog named Rhacophorus rizali. He single-handedly built a water system for the town, created a school for local boys, practiced medicine, providing free care to the poor. While his enemies wanted to isolate him, Rizal turned his exile into a vibrant hub of knowledge and innovation. He proved that you can't imprison a brilliant mind. For a twist you probably never learned in history class, Jose Rizal was a lottery winner. Yes, you heard that right. While in Dapitan, cut off from his family's wealth and resources, Rizal needed money to fund his many community projects. So, what did he do? He bought a lottery ticket. On September 21st, 1892, his ticket, number 9736, hit the second prize in the Manila lottery. He shared the prize with the Dapitan governor and another Spaniard, with Rizal's share amounting to a hefty 6,200 pesos. Now, for a man of his character, he didn't just pocket the cash and live a life of luxury. Instead, he invested his winnings right back into the community he had grown to love. He bought a huge piece of land, 70 hectares, to be exact, in a coastal area called Talisay. There he built his home, a school, and a clinic. He used the money to buy medical books and instruments. This stroke of luck didn't just benefit him. It became the financial backbone for his mission to uplift the people of Dapitan. It's a powerful reminder that Rizal wasn't just a thinker. He was a man of action who used every resource at his disposal, even a lottery win, for the greater good. Behind the intellectual giant and the community leader was a man with a deeply passionate heart, one that experienced profound love and devastating heartbreak. His life was filled with romances, but none as dramatic and poignant as his relationship with Josephine Bracken. Josephine, an Irish woman from Hong Kong, arrived in Dapitan with her blind adoptive father, seeking treatment from the famous Dr. Rizal. A connection sparked immediately. They fell deeply in love, but their path was anything but smooth. The local priest refused to marry them without a retraction from Rizal of his anti-Catholic writings, something he refused to do. Undeterred, they lived together as husband and wife, holding hands in front of God and declaring their union. Their love story took a tragic turn when Josephine became pregnant. Rizal was overjoyed at the prospect of becoming a father. But one day, after a prank he played on her, she gave birth prematurely to a baby boy. The infant, named Francisco, in honor of Rizal's father, lived for only a few hours. Heartbroken, he carved a small statue of the grieving Josephine and buried his child under a gazebo in his Dapitan home. This intimate tragedy reveals a vulnerable, human side of the hero, a man who, despite his immense intellect and strength, was not immune to life's deepest sorrows. As Rizal's life neared its end, the secrets only deepened. The final hours leading up to his execution on December 30th, 1896, were filled with clandestine acts of defiance. He knew his final words would be his most powerful legacy. He wrote his farewell poem, Mi Ultimo Adios, or My Last Farewell, a masterpiece of hope and patriotism. But how to get it past his captors? He cleverly hid the folded piece of paper inside a small alcohol lamp, an ordinary object that would arouse no suspicion. He gave this lamp to his sister Trinidad, telling her in English, so the guards wouldn't understand, there is something inside. This final, brilliant move ensured his last message would reach the world. But that wasn't his only secret. As he prepared to face the firing squad, he managed to hide more documents. Where? In his shoes. Rizal was known for his impeccable style and always wore well-made shoes. It was the perfect hiding spot. He hoped that after his death, his body would be given to his family and they would discover these final writings. Sadly, his body was buried in an unmarked grave, and the documents in his shoes were lost to time and decay. We can only imagine what final thoughts, what other secrets, he tried to pass on in his final moments. These acts show a man who is defiant, clever, and strategic, even in the face of death. From a polymath who mastered 22 languages and discovered a new species, to a lottery winner who built a town, a passionate lover who endured tragic loss, and a mastermind who hid his final words in a lamp and his shoes the real. José Rizal is far more complex and fascinating than the stoic figure on our coins. He was a man of flesh and blood, of towering intellect and profound emotion. His legacy isn't just in his writings or his sacrifice. It's in his unyielding spirit, his boundless curiosity, and his deep love for his people. He teaches us that a single individual, armed with knowledge, compassion, and a bit of daring, can truly change the world. His story is not just a chapter in a history book. It's an ongoing source of inspiration for all of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to uncover the secrets of José Rizal. If you found this as fascinating as I did, if you want to explore more hidden stories from history, please do me a huge favor. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Your support means the world and helps me bring more of these incredible tales to light. Till next time, stay curious.